Although yoga encourages overall health and wellness, and the techniques demonstrated within this program are designed for people of all skill levels, consult your physician before beginning any new exercise program.
Hi, welcome to Mind Body. I'm Susan Foxley, a certified life coach and a registered yoga instructor. I help people live healthier, happier lives. And here's the key. Fitness is not just physical, it's also emotional, mental, even spiritual for some people. It's all about happiness and health, mind and body. Now let's get going. Today we have Sam and Emma on the show, and we're going to start in cross-legged Sukhasana with the right leg in front of the left. And just sit up really comfortably, and I love how Sam and Emma are making mudras with their hands, with the thumb and index finger together. And go ahead and just close your eyes, please. Ground your sitting bones. Take a big inhale. Hold, and exhale through the mouth. Take another inhale. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. One more inhale. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Really nice. Now through the rest of the sequence, we're going to be breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Go ahead and straighten your right leg and your left leg for Dandasana, and ground your hands right next to your sitting bones, please. Spread your toes. Bring your big toes forward just a little and your little toes towards your face. Spread your toes wide and just ground your right leg and your left leg and lift your back ribs, please. Really nice. Nice, Emma. Nice, Sam. And then we're going to go ahead and bend the left knee and the right knee for table pose. And Sam and Emma, you can bring your fingertips out just a little bit for table pose. You're just going to bend. This is a back bending pose. This is a bending sequence. And the topic is heart of the matter. We're going to get to the heart of the matter. And drop your head back if you feel comfortable. If you have vertigo, keep the gaze at your knees, please. And we're going to open up the heart. We're going to focus on back bends today. Love everyone and everything. And slowly come on down, please. And then we're going to go ahead and just grab the backs of the knees, please. And go ahead and balance. And open up the heart. Open up the heart. Love everyone and everything. I want you to be on a love diet and focus on all the things that you love for 1 week. Focus on love. Loving your toes, loving your fingers, loving your eyes, loving your ears, loving your home, loving whatever you have. Love your beautiful hot shower, loving your beautiful bed, beautiful sleep, beautiful yoga. Go ahead and reach your arms up. Reach up, go really high up, and then go ahead and grab your big toes. And if you need a belt, go ahead and grab a belt to put around your feet. And go ahead and find a back bend in your forward bend. So look up, please. Look up, and then slowly come on down into a forward bend. Really nice. And then slowly come back up, please. And we're going to go ahead and come right into child's pose. So go ahead and gently come into child's pose. And stretch your arms forward. And slowly drop your forehead down. And we're going to focus on love today. We're going to focus on love. Stretch your arms forward, just focusing on your breath. Inhaling peace and exhaling stress. Inhaling love. Exhaling fear. Inhaling faith. Exhaling fear. and then just come up onto your hands and knees, and we'll do a cat-cow pose. So ground your thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky fingers, and look up. Open up your heart, please, and then look to your belly. Look to your belly button and scoop, ground your knuckles, ground your knees, belly button into the spine, and then go ahead and look up. And then go ahead and look at your belly, please. Really nice, and then go ahead and look up. And then go ahead and look to your belly. And then spine neutral, and interlace the fingertips and come into elbow plank pose. Straighten your legs out, please. And bring your heart forward. This is really good. And really ground your elbows and bring your elbows away from each other and bring your belly button into your spine, please. Really nice. And then slowly come on down. And from here, stretch your arms forward and your legs back. And lift your right arm and your left leg. And just spinal balancing. And then lift your left arm and your right leg. And stretch. And then lift your right arm and your left leg. And then from here, your left arm and your right leg. And then back to center and lift both arms and both legs and stretch, just balancing on your belly button. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, and go ahead and bring your hands right underneath your shoulders for a little bit of a cobra pose. And come on up. And just focus on things that you love for 1 week. And slowly come on down. Put a list on your refrigerator of things you love and slowly come on up. And one of my favorite things to say is the Hawaiian Prayer. It's a Ho'oponopono prayer. And slowly come on up. It'll change your life. The Hawaiian Prayer are 10 words that will completely change your life. And then slowly and carefully come into Child's Pose. And the Ho'oponopono prayer is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And say it to yourself, say it to your children, say it to your friends. It has transformed my life. Dr. Hugh Lin said it to he was working in a mental hospital in the state of Hawaii, and he said it to the patients at the hospital. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And everyone in the hospital got better. Everyone in the hospital got better. Say it to yourself and say it to everyone you know. It'll completely change your life. I love you and I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you for being you. And slowly and carefully, Sam and Emma, come on up onto your hands and knees and come into downward dog, please. And when you come into downward dog, work your legs back, please. Look at your belly button and work your legs back. So you're not having all the weight just on your shoulders. You're pushing the front of the thigh into the back of the thigh. Breathing deeply, long inhalations and long exhalations. And then gently walk your hands back to your feet, please. And grab your elbows and dangle and make sure that your weight is evenly distributed between the right and left leg. And from the back heel and the toes, find symmetry, please. And just let your head relax, quieting the mind. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And clasp your hands behind your tailbone, please. And bring your hands up and over and just breathe into your shoulder girdle. Bring your hands up and over. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And gently come right back into a chair. And slowly and carefully come on up to standing, please. And look up at your thumbs. Look up. Lift your heart. Lift your arms and hands in prayer, please. And go ahead and walk up to the top of the mat. Big toes together, please. And look up. Look up. Reach up. And I think the reason why Dr. Hugh Lin was able to heal the criminally insane at that hospital in Hawaii was he focused on their wellness rather than their illness. And then slowly bend your knees to get your hands to the floor, please. And step your left foot back into a lunge. and reach your heart forward, please. So focus on your wellness, please. Focus on everyone in your life. Focus on their wellness. Whatever you focus on grows. So focus on everyone's wellness, please, not their illness. Whatever we focus on grows. Reach your right hand up and look up at your thumb, please. And do a little bit of a twist. Sparkle those fingertips. Ground that left hand and then just bring that hand back down, please, and look straight ahead. Long inhalations, ground your right foot and ground your left toes. And then go ahead and ground your back heel, preparing for warrior one. And we're gonna bring our hands to our hips and bend that right knee a little deeper, please. Bring the left arm forward, please, to square the hips. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and just bring the arms up as we bend the right knee a little deeper. Bring the arms up, lift the thumbs away from the tailbone, please. Bend your right knee a little deeper and reach your arms really high up. And then go ahead and interlace the fingertips behind your left thigh. Slide your knuckles down that back leg for a little bit of a back bend here. Lift your heart up to the heavens and then bow down, please. Do a little bow with your knuckles up to the ceiling and drop your head, please. And then nice, Emma, nice, Sam. Sweep back to warrior one, please. Reach up, and then hands at your heart, please. And then from here, go right to plank. Hold plank position, please. Long inhalations, ground your thumb, index, middle ring, and pinky fingers. Come on down onto your belly, please. Clasp your hands behind your sacrum, and then lift your heart, lift your legs. I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, and thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, and thank you. And use it as a mantra. I love what the late Louise Hay says, that illness, all illness, is from lack of forgiveness. Forgive everyone and everything. Forgive everyone and everything. Hands underneath your shoulders, please. Come into a little bit of an upper cobra, please. Look up, lift your heart, and come right into child's pose. Forgive them for you, not for them. Because holding on to resentment and not forgiving other people is like holding on to burning coals, wanting to throw it at them, but you're only hurting yourself in the process. And then slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Please come into a cat-cow, look up. And then look to your belly. And then go ahead and look up. And look to your belly. And then go ahead and look up. And look to your belly. And then spine neutral, and just step your left foot between your hands, please, and straighten your back leg and look straight ahead. Reach your heart forward, soften your shoulders. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Reach your left hand up and look up at your thumb, please. And find things to love. Put yourself on a love diet and focus on your eyes, how much you love your eyes to see, your ears to hear, your tongue to taste, your legs to walk, your feet to balance. There's so much to love. Bring your hand down, look straight ahead, please. And then ground your back heel. And we're gonna go into warrior one. Hands onto your hips, please. And then from here, go ahead and bring your right arm forward to square the hips. And then reach your arms up for warrior one. Bend the left knee a little deeper as you ground your left foot and your right foot. And reach up, lift your heart. Lift your heart. And then from here, bring your knuckles down your back thigh, please. And go ahead and look up. Look up. Do a little bit of a back bend here. And then from here, bow down. Bring your knuckles up to the sky and just drop your head down, please. Just bow down. Nice, Sam. Nice, Emma. Sweep back to warrior one. Really nice. Look up. And then hands in prayer. And then go right to plank position. Hold plank position, belly button into the spine. And for fun, just bring your right knee, bend your right knee to your right elbow. And then your left to your left. And then your right to your right. And then your left to your left. And then your right to your right. And then your left to your left. And then your right to your right. And then your left to your left. And stay there and push your hands energetically away from each other to spread your collarbones. And then slowly come on down and lift your hands 2 inches off the ground. And imagine your shoulder blades are like scapulas, like stamps onto a letter. Lift your heart, spread your collarbone, spread your toes, and nice work. Come into upward cobra, and then go right into child's pose. And when you rest in child's pose, walk your hands off the yoga mat to the right. Both hands off the yoga mat to the right, stretching the side intercostal muscles. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Inhaling love, exhaling fear. And go ahead and stretch your arms forward and bring your hands off the yoga mat to the left. Inhaling faith, exhaling fear. Inhaling joy, exhaling worry. And stretch your arms forward, please. Really stretch your arms forward. Nice. And then from here, come back into elbow plank. Interlace your fingertips. Come onto your elbows and straighten out your legs and bring your belly button into your spine, please. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then from here, go ahead and we're going to go into Sphinx Pose. Bring your hands onto the floor, elbows right underneath your shoulders. And from here, lift your elbows just 2 inches off the ground and energetically push your hands towards your feet. Your heart goes forward and your upper arms go back. This is called Sphinx Pose. Heart forward and upper arms back. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Ujjayi breath. Start loving everyone and everything. Just know that the world is a mirror to your thoughts. So when we have loving thoughts go into loving feelings, and loving feelings go into loving actions, and loving actions go into loving results. So all we have to do is it begins with one loving thought. Let's go into 3 cobras, Sam and Emma, and hands underneath the shoulders, and let's go into 3 cobras. Looking up, lifting our hearts, having loving thoughts, loving our friends. Slowly come down, slowly lift up. Loving our neighbors, loving our city. Come on up, loving our state, loving our country, and loving our world. It starts with one loving thought. And the loving thought goes out to everyone and everything. Come into child's pose. Hold child's pose, please. And just immerse in loving your breath. Loving your yoga pose. Loving your eyes to see, your ears to hear, your tongue to taste, your heart to love. Come onto your hands and knees, please. And we're going to do camel pose. Hands onto your buttocks, please. And gently push your buttocks flesh down just to keep your lower back safe. And just go ahead and look up and lift your heart up towards the heavens. And look back a little bit. Lift your heart up. Loving everyone and everything. Be the change. Be the change you seek in the world. Come into child's pose, please. Rest your forehead, rest your cheeks and your jaw, your tongue, your throat, your shoulders, your arms, your torso, your thighs, your shins, your calves, your feet and toes. Come onto your hands and knees, please. And this time, come onto your toes if you choose. That's a little easier on your lower back. And you're going to grab your heels for camel pose and lift your heart up to the heavens. And we're going to be on a love diet for 1 week. Just focusing on things we love. Lift your heart, come back to child's pose. And rest. Really nice, Sam. Nice, Emma. And then stretch your arms forward, please. Stretch your arms forward. Come back onto your hands and knees, please. And again, one more camel pose. First, place your hands on your buttocks and bring your tailbone down. And lift your heart. And again, grab your heels and go back. Love everyone and everything. Remember, whatever we chase runs away. If we chase love, it runs. If we chase a dog, it runs. If we chase money, it runs. It's desperation. We don't need to be desperate. We are what we seek. We are love. Come into child's pose. We are love. Start loving yourself, loving everyone and everything. And life will mirror that love that you feel for yourself. Stretch your arms forward. You are what you seek. You are love. And then from here again, we're going to come back into elbow plank. Interlace the fingertips. Come into elbow plank. Belly button into the spine. Long inhalations and long exhalations, please. Come onto your belly and grab your ankles. And from here, big toes touching. And from here, lift the big toes. Or you can splay your legs if you need to. And then go up, open up your heart. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. Back bends are a natural antidepressant. Release your legs and come into an upward cobra. Look up and come right into downward dog. And when you go into downward dog, please walk your feet a little bit away from you, and we're going to go into upward dog onto our tippy toes if that feels good to you, or you can be on the tops of your feet. Yogi's choice. Come into upward dog and look up, and downward dog, and upward dog, look up, and downward dog. And upward dog. And downward dog. And upward dog. Nice work. And downward dog. And then walk your hands toward your feet, please. And just go ahead and grab your elbows and dangle. Find symmetry between your right and left foot, right and left feet. And just make sure all the weight's not just on your heels, but in your toes too. And you are what you seek. The world will mirror the love when you start loving yourself. Start loving yourself. In my workshops, as corny as it sounds, I have people look in the mirror and tell themselves that they love themselves. And I have them say the Ho'oponopono prayer in their own eyes, saying, I love you and I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you for being you. Most of us are so critical of ourselves. We're so critical of ourselves. Start loving yourself first, and the world will mirror that love that you feel for yourself, as corny as that is. You are enough. You are more than enough. Most of us walk around with a huge inner critical voice. Erase and replace. Erase that negative internal voice and replace it with a loving, positive voice. Clasp your hands behind your tailbone, please. Go up and over and just do a little bit of a shoulder opener as you relax your head, and just loving thoughts. Put yourself on a love diet, just focusing on things that you love. Do what you love. Show kindness to yourself, and try to say the Ho'oponopono prayer to everyone and everything, even if it's quietly to yourself. I love you and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you for being you. And try not to judge anyone or anything, especially yourself. Try to release judgment of yourself and judgment of anybody else. Be loving and kind to yourself and loving and kind to others. And then slowly come back into a chair. And slowly reach your arms up and come to standing. Look up, reach up at your thumbs. Reach up, look up, and hands at your heart, please. And then from here, slowly and carefully come to a seated position. Legs out in front of you, please. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and do another table pose. You can have your fingertips out or fingertips toward you. Bend your right knee and bend your left knee, please. And do what you love. I love Joseph Campbell's words, follow your bliss. Lift your buttocks. If you follow your bliss, you'll never work a day in your life. Follow your bliss. And slowly lift your buttocks and slowly come on down. And then slowly go ahead and grab the backs of the knees. Become a magnet to love. Affirm that love chases you down and follows you around every corner. And then balance in Navasana if you can. Spread your toes, look up, open up your heart, and then slowly and carefully reach up and touch your toes. Become a magnet to love by immersing yourself in loving thoughts. And then slowly and carefully grab go ahead and hug your right leg and bring that right foot over and give it a big hug. And sit up really tall and go ahead and twist over to the right. You are love. And bring your right hand behind you and go sit up really tall and twist, look over your right shoulder. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then slowly straighten that right leg, please. And then hug the left. You are what you seek. There's nothing to chase. There's nothing to chase. It's an illusion. You are love. You are what you seek. And then bring the left hand back and twist. Lift the back ribs. Anchor that left hand and twist. You are what you seek. Become a magnet to love. Love everyone and everything. Affirm that love chases you down and follows you around every corner. Start loving everyone and everything. Start becoming a natural uplifter. When I go to the coffee shop, I go and try to pay a compliment to everyone I meet. Reach up. Reach up, long inhalations and long exhalations. And go ahead and touch your toes and look up. Now find the back bend in your forward bend. So look up and find the cobra. Find your back bend in your forward bend and slowly come on down. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then slowly and carefully lie down and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And I love the saying, catch him being good. Catch him being good. And that's how I raised my son. I caught him being good. And bring your feet hip distance apart. And what does that mean? And we're going to go right into bridge pose. So lift your buttocks up and interlace your fingertips underneath your buttocks. Roll your shoulders underneath your body. Catch them being good. Catch your kids being good. Catch your husband being good. Catch your wife being good. Most of the time we have a chronic inner voice. Catch him being good. Catch your students being good. Catch everyone being good. And compliment them, uplift them. Most of the time we have this inner critical voice. I catch my husband being good. I catch my son being good. I catch myself being good. And then slowly, slowly lower down. And go ahead and just have cactus arms. Bring your right leg over your left, please. And bring your knees and drop them over to the left and look over to the right. Nice, Sam. Nice, Emma. And just catch them being good. Catch your students being good. Nice. And just do a little bit of a twist. This is so yummy for your lower back. It releases the lower back after all those back bends. And then slowly undo that, please. And cross your legs over and do the other side, please. Nice work, Emma. And then we can twist a little tighter and then twist over and release the lower back. Catch them being good. Catch yourself being good. And just put yourself on a love diet. Love everyone and everything. Love your home. Love your friends. Love your neighbors. Love your city. Love your state. Love your country. And love your world. Hug your knees into your chest. And then when you look in the mirror every day, find things to compliment yourself about. Hug your knees into your chest. And then rest in Shavasana. Really nice, palms open to the sky, and just rest, closing your eyes and just let go. And I'm going to say my favorite Hawaiian prayer again. I love you and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you for being you. And I just want to tell you, this was the heart opening sequence. We got to the heart of the matter, and become what you seek. Just love, 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 love. And we did the back bending series, which is a natural antidepressant today. It's a natural antidepressant. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you, Emma, and thank you, Sam, and thank you everyone for joining us. And I want to remind you guys that fitness is not just physical, it's mind and body. I'm Susan Foxley, and you can read my blogs and learn about my workshops and my books and life coaching at susanfoxley.com, or connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube. See you next time. And one more thing, always, always, always go where the love is. Namaste.